what a final this was. So there's only let's start with the champions first, and then we'll talk about Morocco themselves or Senegal. Man, the odds were against them. The odds were against them. Koulibaly wasn't available for this final. I think the Sunderland midfielder wasn't available, and I think there was another player who wasn't available. Forgot the other guy's name. But Senegal didn't even have their best team. They were playing away as well in the final. They had the less fans, and even the referee, you could say, was maybe against them. So the fact that they managed to pull through, win this and this fashion, defeating Morocco in Morocco. And by the way, guys, Morocco haven't lost a game at home since 2009. So to do that is pretty insane. So we had to go round of applause to Senegal. And Sadio Mane for winning his second ever Afcon in history. I mean,
wait, how about the other players? They've won their second Afcon as well.
No, yeah, I know.
Not many of them. Like
no.
I know. Mendy, Pape Matisor,
not everyone.
Ake,
Yeah, but not everyone in the squad. Like
I know, but it's not just Sadio Mane.
Yeah, I know, but like he's like obviously the star guy.
we need to have a Sadio Mane
Koulibaly.
I was thinking about it. We need the Sadio Mane conversation.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about this, right? So let's talk about Senegal first. Let's start with the good, then we'll get to the bad. So Senegal, man, are you guys shocked that they won this final?
No. I'm so happy they won it. And before we talk about what happened after 90 minutes, I think they deserved it. To like balance of play, I think they deserve to win this final over Morocco. And I think the best team of the tournament won it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's crazy, man. So, we have to talk about this, man. Senegal, man. The fact that they were able to win 2 Afcons at the span of a few years. I mean, that's crazy.
I have one take, by the way.
Okay, what's your take?
Mane is top 3 best African players of all time.
Okay.
Because we have to have that combo, like he's brought 2 major
Afcons.
Yeah, like 2 major trophies too.
And remember, keep in mind the very first 2, like before he played, before he came in, they hadn't won an Afcon previously,
and he was crucial to both of them. Like I don't care what it was. He was crucial today. Like, I think he was crucial today.
Yeah, like you can make an argument. That's for sure. So for Senegal, as I said, man, I mean 2 Afcons, because I was actually looking at this. Only few. I think the players with the most Afcons are the ones that did the part of the Egypt generation when they won the 3-peat Afcon. They won 4 Afcons, but I believe after the 4 Afcons, I think it's Samuel Eto'o and I think Mane. I think those are players that won multiple Afcons. So, yeah. So, I mean, for Senegal, as I said, man, this is crazy, and the fact that they're able to do this, and like I said, guys, in my preview, they haven't lost a game since the 2019 final. They went unbeaten in 2021. They went unbeaten in 2023, and I know people say, "Oh, they lost against Ivory Coast. That was a draw. That was a penalty shootout." And now this Afcon. So the fact that Senegal did this is incredible, and you have to give credit to Pepe Throughout as a coach and what he's been able to achieve. And the fact that Senegal didn't even have their best team, and they still managed to win the final. Yeah. So
I mean,
let's just Oh, sorry. What were you saying, Sebastian?
I mean, best. I wouldn't say that because the team around is very good. Like Koulibaly, yes, he was a miss, but I don't think that was a huge miss. Like
no, but like, what I'm saying is like they didn't have the strongest team. Like they didn't have the best roster.
I still think that was actually their strongest team.
Yeah. Like that was basically their strongest team, except they didn't have Koulibaly, which I don't think Koulibaly was world class level, but I mean, like, I still think they would have won anyways.
All right, so let me get Tenedine's reaction. So Tenedine, give me a quick reaction to Senegal winning this Afcon.
Not surprised. Obviously, I didn't predict Senegal to win the tournament, but to be fair, I think most people would have, if not Morocco, people say Senegal wins it. It's almost like a tap in. It's just that me, AU, maybe a few others didn't score the tap in that Sheriff probably should have done. But I think Senegal winning this Afcon is not a surprise. I think they deserve to win this Afcon, especially what happened in this final. Um, they only conceded 2 goals all tournament. Think the last time they conceded was against Sudan in that last 16 game. I think, you know, I would say this victory also solidifies the sort of like Senegal are now really a what do you call it, a legacy
Powerhouse.
African side now, not just one time and that's it. You know, Whereas we'll talk about the losers of the night, but I think Senegal have introduced themselves as now a powerhouse in African football because to win multiple Afcons means that you have that heritage now. And I'll say before this final, I did a prediction on my watch long, and I said I think Senegal wins mainly because they have the experience of losing a final, Algeria in 2019, but they also have the experience of winning a final, the one 4 years ago, whatever. So Senegal had that experience over a team like Morocco, but have not, with this current group of players, never reached a final in the AFCON. So I just think the experience that Senegal had in finals, I think prevailed, and that's what happened. That's what happened. So Senegal deserve winners in this,
Yeah.
not just the game, but the whole tournament.
Yeah. So TJS, man, give me a quick reaction to Senegal winning this AFCON. And I just heard that this is the first time you ever watched AFCON match.
Yeah, I think, I mean, on the pitch, I don't think it was a great final on the pitch. At the end of the day, I think it was very cagey, very tight. I think it's decided by a screamer. But I think a lot of people don't really watch AFCON, I feel, for the on the pitch games because like you can't have some like great games here and there, but I feel like the drama off the pitch is what makes AFCON a very unique experience. Like I think the World Cup final is probably one of the greatest on the pitch events we've seen in decades, probably. But I think like what we saw today, I think it's something that it sort of rivals that in its own way because like the way that the Senegalese players just came off after a penalty, which I don't agree with, by the way. I think it's listen, the decision didn't go your way, but like it is you're tackling the integrity of the sport by doing something like that. It's just walking off because of a decision. And do I think it was penalty? Probably not. But we've seen other decisions like that given in football where the players stay on the pitch. So I feel like, and at the end of the day, Mane saved his team from utter embarrassment. If it wasn't for Mane, Morocco would have won the game 3-0 because of a forfeit. So the Senegalese players were actually very fortunate that the captain came in and told him to go back out there because they would have thrown away the game for a penalty, which was saved anyways. So yeah, but in fact, Sadio Mane as well cements his legacy further as one of Africa's ever players. And I want Morocco to win purely because of Nusir Mazraoui, but it is what it is. Fan enough to Senegal, and very entertaining final.
Yeah, it was a great final indeed. And yeah, I mean, it was just crazy. And I think Tanner was right. Senegal created better opportunities this game. I remember Bono had to make some big saves throughout the half. Like
That
especially
save
that first.
from the I don't know who it was, but not the save that it was basically the save that Emi Martinez did. In the World Cup.
Yeah. I mean, I can show you guys right here on Footmob. Like we could look at it right here. I think let me see if I can pull it up right here. Right. So like Senegal dominated this game. Senegal created better chances. 40 shots, 7 on target. So they created a better opportunity and in this game. All right, so now let's go ahead and read some comments, and then we're gonna talk about Morocco. Viva la Senegal. Yo, you guys. Many do a good job as Diaz plays a good job. Mauricio is actually correct. I've seen Mauricio was correct. Dynasty. That's what they are. Yeah, this is now a dynasty. Okay, actually, before we get onto Morocco, guys, do you guys think Senegal can now create a dynasty here, or
They already are.
I mean, I
already
think
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
but I think after this, like I think the next generation, I think there's gonna be a bit of a fall off because all of their best players, I feel like, are entering the twilight years of their career.
Yeah, because I did read before that. I did read that Amon said this will be his last ever Afcon. So yeah.
I want to say something, Eddie, that a certain Nigerian said on Twitter, this is the greatest final of all time, greater than the World Cup final of 2022.
No,
I mean,
No.
no, I didn't say it. A certain
no,
Nigerian.
yeah, I know. Hey, this person, man, no comment. Okay, but let's actually get back to the thing here, right? Because I don't think like Mane, I don't think will be there the next Afcon. I
No.
just don't think it's-
Oh, this was
Yeah.
his final game. This was his
Yeah.
final game.
Both of the
Yeah.
gays as well.
Yeah, both the gays, I don't think will play. Actually, Papa Gray may play. I think Papa
No,
Gray will
Pape Gay will play. Like he,
But he'll be older, much older.
I have a feeling that Idris gonna get will play. Like something tells
And
me.
he's old as well.
Yeah, Koulibaly won't play. Koulibaly won't play this
Ali
one.
won't play.
Wait, won't he?
Mendy?
I swear he will.
Mendy's
think Mendy
old.
will
isn't
play.
he?
I think
Yeah, I don't
Mendy
think-
will.
I don't think Mendy will play.
I think
Um,
Mendy will. But
yeah.
why do you think Koulibaly won't play?
But you know what? You know what's actually interesting? If you look at the Senegal team, besides those three players we just mentioned, the rest of the team is pretty young.
I'm telling
So-
you, Lamine Camara
He's good. He's good.
will go to a big club in the summer.
Yeah, like
And yeah,
so the thing is, I think Senegal, like obviously Mane is very huge, and obviously Mane is that talisman, that leadership, the captain of this team, with the mentality. And so I just feel like for me, it's gonna be interesting to see if Senegal do it. But as Tendam has mentioned, like they've already kind of dynasty. And yes, I know they didn't win the Afcon last edition, but if you think about it, it's basically 2 Afcons in like a span of 3. That's close to a dynasty. That's close to a 3-peat.
2 or 5 years.
3 finals and 4.
3 finals and 4. So, that's interesting. Now we have to talk about Morocco, guys. Okay, actually, before we get is Wal regarding getting sacked. Let's talk about this first.
I don't think he's getting sacked.
that'd be very harsh. That'd be very harsh, I think.
Because I believe Moroccans said that before this tournament that they wanted to win this Afcon. If they don't win it, he will get sacked.
I feel like that's very harsh though, because I think some people will say, "Oh, they're the host; they should win it." If you actually look at the record, a lot of host nations don't do well in Afcon. I think the last team to actually do well was 2006 Senegal. Ivory Coast.
Well, Ivory
Yeah.
Coast won the last edition.
Yeah, but they won at the home ground, so
Yeah.
so
Actually, let's actually look at this, guys. So if you look at this, Ivory Coast won the final here 2-1, being the host. When was the last time the host won afterwards?
Egypt. 06.
Egypt. Yeah,
Egypt.
06.
2006.
Tunisia.
Yeah, Tunisia. I think Nigeria lost the final at home on pens.
Yeah.
South Africa won.
Algeria won. At home.
Algeria.
It's not very common. If you look at it.
Yeah. It's not common. Egypt won at home. So
Nigeria.
Ghana,
Nigeria, Ghana.
Liberia lost at home. So the point I'm trying to make here is that
Sudan.
Sudan won at home.
And also, I feel like you also have to look at the manager, like what he's done, like that, like what they did in the last World Cup. It still is going down as one of the probably the greatest achievement an African team has completed in the history of the sport. So I feel like, who else is going to come in and try to replicate something like that?
And to be fair, I don't think Regari was wrong. I feel like Regari did the best he could as a manager. I feel like it's more on the players for this final. I mean, do you guys agree?
I mean, the game was decided by just one screamer.
Yeah.
Something different.
And now, guys, we have to talk about this. Brahim Diaz.
I want to talk about that fraud. Because that fraud.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
act-
Sebastian. He played
No.
for your club.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Yes, he did. But
know-
this guy's a fraud. He tried to do a Panenka. You trying to do a Panenka in the final? You're not Alex Sanchez. You're not. There's only one man who can do a Panenka in the final and succeed. But
That's Zidane.
I respect Alexis Sanchez. Respect.
But
But why are you doing a Panenka in a final in that moment?
yeah,
That's just stupid of him to do it.
I feel like I feel like
Give the pen to El Kabi. You give if you're gonna do a Panenka, give it to someone else. Because why would you do that in a final? You're
Yeah, he
not
just got
Zidane.
greedy.
You're not Zidane. You're not Sanchez. Like he's. I feel like he does that because oh my god, he played for Madrid. Like that's the only reason. Like his ego came with that penalty. Like he thought he was someone special, which absolute bum I would say. By the way, I don't rate this player, but absolute bum. Anyways,
I feel like if he smashed it down the middle, I could understand, because then he could be like, okay, he's going for the middle, he doesn't want to miss, that's fine. But a pranker, that's unforgivable. I think that's
Yeah.
I think yeah, and I mean, listen, I still think he's one of Africa's best players overall. But yeah, I think this could really take a toll on him. I think for the rest of the season as well, take a big toll on him. And yeah, unless he scores like a hat trick or something for Morocco in the World Cup, it's going to be very, very difficult for him to redeem himself.
Yeah. So I just think that for me, from Brahim Diaz, like he still had a great tournament, obviously, but that final was just greedy. All right, actually, let's get Matt's thoughts first on Senegal. So Matt's, man, quickly talk about Senegal, man. So, Senegal, man. Actually, give me your quick reactions to this final. First.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
yes.
Fantastic. Well, I thought, considering the whole tournament and this game, I think Senegal were deserving winners. I thought they had the best chances in the first half. Second half was pretty even, and had Morocco scored that penalty, I think that would have been not only disgraceful but very dodgy. Considering that they'd also had a goal disallowed for a soft decision shortly beforehand. And I'm sure I'll talk about Brahim Diaz pretty soon. But firstly, I do have to say massive credit to Edouard Mendy for reading Diaz before he dived. And then, of course, what a goal that was in extra time.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought Senegal were well disciplined and organised to keep the scoreline that way. And congratulations to them.
Yeah. All right. So now let's talk about Brahim Diaz, guys. So here's the thing. Now, people are saying that he missed the penalty on purpose.
No.
Because
No.
I don't believe that. Because let me just say this right now. If he let's just say if he did, right? Then why would you go for Panenka? You would just go shoot out wide. You would like go out wide or go for power. Like for me, I don't think he tried to miss on purpose. I just don't believe that. I think what he did was trying to get all the glory. He was like, you know what? I've had a great tournament. I've scored in almost every single game. I want to be the main guy. And he got greedy. And he got arrogant, too cocky. And basically that costed the team. And you know what's really interesting? Because I believe En-Nesyri is the designated penalty taker.
He is.
And I think he actually was going to take the penalty. But then Brahim Diaz said, you know what? I want to take the penalty. I won the penalty. So let me take this pen. And we saw what happened. So for me, I've always said this, guys. When it comes to penalties, I always feel like whoever wins a penalty should take it. I've generally believed that philosophy. I've generally believed that.
No.
That's how I feel. Well, that's how I feel. But this was one of the times where that shouldn't have happened. Like, that was a bad idea.
Yeah.
And, so I just think that for Brahim Diaz, man, it's just bad. And I feel like the Moroccan fans, he's gonna get a lot of attack, guys.
Dude,
He's gonna get a
You know what would be even funnier? I cannot wait to see the newspapers here in Spain about Brahim Diaz, because he is also technically he could have been a continental champion with Spain, but cannot get into the national team here. So had to pick Morocco, be the star guy, and I would say I think Brahim Diaz lacks sportsmanship.
Yes.
He lacked it. Whether he meant to score the penalty or not, because I was like, for sure, Mane and the Senegalese team to come back onto the pitch. I at first thought, okay, maybe both teams in a way colluded, whereby okay, the penalty taker will miss, and then we just go to extra time and see it out. But I feel like Brahim Diaz was actually trying to go for glory and all that.
Yes.
Whether I for me, I feel like I've now lost my respect for Brahim Diaz, but at least for people here in Spain, we don't have a player like him anymore. Because I would have respected him more if he just like put off target and extra time and all that. But the fact that he tried to do a Panenka, whether he succeeded or not, the fact that he was most likely doing it to score the goal, but also how pushy he was, like really going after that referee.
Oh yeah, he wanted the penalty so badly.
Not giving it. He was like wherever, whether it's in Arabic or Spanish or English or wherever. But the fact that, or that, but the fact that he was so pushy about it, whereby 5 minutes earlier Senegal had a goal disallowed for a push.
Like that was so like and
the Senegalese players were like, okay, you know what, fair enough, we carry on. Morocco, when Brahim Diaz went down, kept on complaining, and then okay, ref was like, okay, I'll check VAR and that's where the whole dodginess, because a lot of people say that Morocco, this tournament felt like a give me to Morocco, and the fact that the game could have been won because of that whole situation.
Yeah, that would have been such a bad ending.
That's why for me, I was so happy. Pape Gueye is a hero to almost everyone that's not Moroccan.
I will tattoo his name on my arm.
Just as long as you know how to spell it, because otherwise you'll be wrong. But.
Because Canada is right. Papa, like he just wanted all the glory. Brahim Diaz, he just wanted all the glory. And Senegal players were rightfully pissed off. Like, come on, you guys, that was all against us, that goal. So why are you giving us a pen?
And by the way, the coach Papetiao, he wanted to refuse to play, but Sadio Mane told everyone to play like a man, and they went on and won.
Yeah. So that's why Titanos was mentioned the point earlier that Mane, you have to give a lot of credit for Mane because he has a leadership qualities in the aspect. Like,
Apologies.
He realized that was a bad decision and that shouldn't have been a penalty, but he still kept playing. And as I said, justice prevailed.
Like if Mane didn't say something, that would have been a forfeit.
Like imagine the final ended in a forfeit.
It could have been.
You know how unsatisfied you would be as a football fan?
Let's be honest. This Afcon was kind of a corruption because, like, the ref did everything to give Morocco the win.
And the fact that how that that whole penalty situation happened, it almost like that's so like that sort of thing. So for me, thankfully, justice.
Yeah, I'm so happy that I predicted Senegal to win the Afcon
early
on, and I'm so happy. I'm happy for Senegal.
They remember you giving your prediction too.
Yeah, I did. I did say in the group that I think Senegal can win it because they have the depth, they have everything, and I think I did say Morocco. They weren't going to win not because they're not good enough, but because the pressure is all on them. And told you. So I'm happy for Senegal. They won it. And especially shout out to Sadio Mane. He showed why he's one of the GOATs of African football.
Well, it could have been all different had Brahim Diaz and have been all different. But thankfully, the better result happened.
Whenever's a good moment to have some things to say on that situation.
Yeah. I just think so it's interesting. Okay, so Morocco, man. I mean, Brahim Diaz,
can I make some comments on the Brahim Diaz situation?
Go ahead.
Wait, I want to ask Senegal. I want to ask Senegal a quick question. Tenda, what do you think the reactions be from the Real? Do you think the Real Madrid? Do you think he's gonna get? How do you think the reaction will be in Spain, Brahim Diaz?
I think, to be honest, in Spain, we'll be like, you know what? That's what you deserve. That's what you deserve. Because, technically, he could play for Spain. Well, I mean, literally, his name is Diaz. You know.
Yeah. Bro, I think the Real Madrid fans will boo him. Like, they're gonna boo him.
Well, I mean, they boo their players anyway.
I mean,
but to be honest, I mean, I feel like the press, the newspapers in Spain will probably, I don't know whether they'll actually be respectful to Brahim and just not talk about the Afcon final at all. You know?
No, they'll bring it up. The fans will bring it up. Well, the fans will bring it up. I don't know.
You know what would be even funnier? You know how, Spain, Morocco politically is sometimes whatever. Oh, this is like, to be honest, I think people in Spain, unless you're Moroccan, are happy that Morocco didn't win. Because now, after you knocked Spain out of the World Cup, well, since then, Spain have won a continental championship. Morocco had 2 chances and lost both, one of them at home. With a Spanish Moroccan missing the penalty.
And also,
the irony! The irony!
And you know what's really interesting? Like, the Real Madrid fans, Real Madrid players are already getting booed. I think Vinicius Jr. is already getting booed. Jude Bellingham is getting booed. I would just imagine that Brahim Diaz will probably.
Everybody's getting booed. Everybody. It's kind of like a strip club of boos.
And guys, Real Madrid is in a chaotic position right now. There's so much chaos in that club right now. So.
I'm playing behind Boston now.
Yeah, Madrid is a strip club right now. Kind of like what Sebastian was saying. Madrid is a strip club right now.
Like Real Madrid, there's just so much chaos going on at the club. So okay, let me hear from Sebastian. By the way, someone else wants to join. So one of you, I have to remove someone. So who wants to be? So actually, let me get from everyone, and then I'll add this new person. And so Sebastian, man, give me your thoughts on the Morocco, man. What's next for Morocco?
I mean, next is focus on the World Cup. I mean, they didn't win this. I mean, they have to do something in the World Cup. But
do you think Rogari will be the coach of the World Cup?
I don't know if he will. If you ask me now, I would say probably yes. Because who else would they get? Who is out? Like, are you gonna bring in? Who is there? Who even is there out there? Like Xabi Alonso? No, that's not gonna happen. Like, which manager is there? Nah, let's be honest. Which manager is
Bring
there?
Arne Slot to Morocco. We'll be there. Bring Arne Slot to Morocco.
We send him to the Netherlands.
Okay, guys.
Send him to Suriname.
But like, which manager is out there that Morocco can get?
The former United States manager, coach.
I mean, there is that other.
Or bring the Swedish coach.
To be fair, I think Hakimi would benefit from Berhalter ball, get it out wide and cross.
Yeah, Hakimi did a lot of crosses this game.
I mean, like, what managers are there? Like, they could get the Morocco manager who are, I think, in one of the tournaments this year, some dude who coached in the Morocco League. I don't know who.
Was that for the FIFA Arab Cup?
Yeah, that guy. I don't know his name. Like, but I mean, probably that guy. But I mean, which manager is out there really? Like, Gareca maybe. Like, who can they get? Like, it's tough. The market is tough right now because yes, there's coaches who has been sacked. For example, Maresca. But
Maresca wouldn't be a bad option, to be fair.
Yeah, he's bald as well, so who knows?
All right, Tanda, do you think Morocco will change coaches, or do you think Rogari will still stay?
To be honest, I feel like despite what he has done for Morocco with Gregory, I know people like the casuals will usually just say, "Oh, but he made them semifinals at the World Cup and brought them to a final of an Afcon." But when you think about it, 2 Afcons, no trophy, and in a way, you're heading into a tough. I don't think with Gregory, because I see like some Morocco fans, saying that he might get sacked if they don't win the Afcon. And to be honest, I think he was tactically outplayed or outclassed in this game because I think Senegal were the better team.
Yeah.
In 20 minutes. So the fact that you can do that in your own final is so. Will you stay?
Yeah.
I hope so because I think this Morocco team gets cooked by Brazil opening game.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say this. If I was
Great.
I would have Regagi's sack. I don't care if he won. He made it to semifinals of the World Cup. That was 4 years ago. Like you had 2 chances to win the Afcon and you failed. You lost to South Africa, who were very beatable, and then you lose the final in your own backyard. I'm sorry, but that's sackable. I'm sorry, but that's a sackable offense.
I don't think I personally don't think it is because there's very few teams who've actually won the Afcons in their own backyards.
But again, the pressure was on Morocco. Like they had every chance to win the Afcon. This was their best opportunity. They have not won the Afcon since 1976. This was their opportunity.
And guys, I'm going to be really honest with you guys. I don't know if Morocco win Afcon anytime soon.
Well, I mean, they could win.
I don't know about that.
When they're like back to back, but I feel like for Morocco, this is kind of like in a way a taste of your own medicine. This was the game, a taste of your own medicine. The amount of overconfidence they had since that World Cup run, U20 World Cup winners, and then bronze medalists at the Summer Olympics, which coincidentally Spain also won that Olympic Games a couple of years ago. So I like the amount of overconfidence. Like I saw some people say Morocco's like the Brazil of Africa, and all that sort of stuff. Or
who said that? Who said that? I
don't know. Probably just some online fans and all that. I just feel like
get cooked today.
I feel like they just need be a little bit humble. That's what I feel like because way too overconfident, I would say, and for me, sweet victory for Senegal. Sweet victory.
All right. Okay.
I was gonna say this. Chile has won 2 Copa Americas and Morocco has none.
And by the way, not imagine bottling a final at home and not scoring a penalty.
Yeah. Chile has won the Copa America in their own backyard. Morocco didn't with the Afcon.
And from Regragi's perspective, at least he has a scapegoat.
Brahim Diaz.
Brahim Diaz. Will he ever play for the national team ever again? We'll see.
Nah, bruh. If I'm him, I'm calling a private investigator to get out of the country immediately.
I mean, it's funny how many bald managers who are out there right now.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Do you know what I think's next for Morocco? I think they need to try and see if they can improve their attack ahead of the World Cup.
Yeah.
Because after El Kabri, there's... I mean, now that Diaz has made himself look like a bum, there's not really anyone else of note.
Because Matt's actually makes up a good point. Because let's keep it real, guys. Brahim Diaz basically carried Morocco in this Afcon in terms of attack. Kabi, okay, he was nice and all scoring those bicycle kicks. It's almost like, I can't believe I'm comparing them, but it almost kind of seems like Richarlison in the World Cup.
Oh, yeah.
You're not wrong, though.
It's a kind of a crazy comparison, but
but you're not wrong.
It just seemed like because let's be real. Besides those 2 goals Kabi scored, what else has he really done? And don't get me wrong, those are 2 great goals.
I see a bit of similarities between obviously my nation, Sweden, and Morocco. Like if you look at deep, Morocco has a very good defense, midfield, and then the attack is the only
Shout
thing
out to
that
Dima. Shout out to Dima.
yes, like for
Yeah.
Morocco attack.
Oh, by the way, guys, Arma wants to join in. So who wants to go backstage?
I still have some things I want to say, so I'm not ready to go backstage yet.
Okay.
You're the host. You do it. You sacrifice one of us.
Okay.
And your choice.
Okay.
It won't be
Who's-
possible.
Who's
If
getting
you
that?
pick Tita Ness, then I have one thing to say to him before you do it, but only if.
Okay. Does anyone want to volunteer? Or I just pick.
You know what? Since I don't want to be like Brahim Diaz, I will have sportsmanship. I will be the one. I'm not like Brahim. And then you could add me back whenever. I'll be backstage anyway.
Okay. All right. Hello, Armin. So give me your
Hi,
quick thoughts,
guys.
then I'll get to you, Mats. So Armin, man.
Okay.
So sorry for waiting so long.
Hey,
I mean-
Armin.
Hi. I have mixed feelings on how the final went. I mean, I think the thing that kind of ruined the mood for me was what happened at the end of like the 90 minutes. But in like the beginning of the first half, Senegal like completely dominated Morocco. There was that one chance where they had the guy like passed it, the defender missed it, and Bruno had to save it with his legs like it was Emi Martinez. But aside from that, I don't remember Morocco having a whole lot of like good chances. With like Senegal's like goal that was ruled out in the 92nd minute, I thought it should have been ruled out because the guy who headed it onto the post first like kind of clearly pushed the defender that was marking him. With the penalty, I thought it was like kind of soft at first because I mean if you do look at it like the replay, he was holding his neck, like kind of pulling him down, but it was what happened after that was crazy. Just Senegal like protesting the decision, walking off. Like I had no idea what was happening. They took like a whole 10 minutes, and then when they come back, honestly, when I saw Brahim Diaz take that, I thought he missed it on purpose because it looked like he just had like the easiest, most pathetic penalty, goes right down the middle, like saves it. But someone did bring up like if he wanted to like miss it on purpose, he probably would have like shot it wide by accident.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah. So it does make sense that it feels like he wanted to be the hero. He had all these goals throughout the tournament. I think he probably won top scorer.
He did.
And he probably wanted to do what Zidane did in like the 2006 final, but
you're not Zidane, bro.
yeah. And in extra time, I mean, Morocco just weren't even good at all attacking wise.
No.
Like it didn't look like they threatened Senegal at all, and like their passing just wasn't good. So it's a shame they haven't won it in years, and they have a golden opportunity now, and they just mess it up like that.
Big up to Diouf, man. Big up to Diouf, man. Yes.
And guys, going back to the Morocco attack, like let's keep it real, guys. I'm being serious, guys. I'm not even trying to joke around, try to crack jokes. Besides Brahim Diaz, Morocco's attack was very mediocre.
Yeah. The thing is, I feel like Hakimi is a bit wasted at right back because I feel like we should have used him on the wing because I feel like if you wanna, because he is the best player probably individually, so I think you have to get more out of him.
Yeah, because like the thing, like what is like I said, like Morocco's attack, like and guys, I know this is a crazy comparison, but I do kind of feel like Richarlison and Kabi are kind of in the same like essence. Like we all had high expectations for them after their opening game, and then all of a sudden they kind of faltered away. So, that's the thing. I mean, I like, is this a crazy comparison, or am I maybe stretching out here?
Not sure.
I'm not sure.
Did Kabi score after the Zambia game?
I don't think he scored at all in the knockouts.
Because I think Richarlison did score against South Korea. If I'm not mistaken.
He did score.
So it wasn't like completely blown up. I don't know.
Yeah. No, but like the point I'm trying to make here is that Morocco really needed, because like besides Brahim Diaz, and let's be real, guys, with Brahim Diaz doing this whole stuff and doing the Panenka failing this, I think he's done with the national team. I don't think Morocco's gonna ever call him up, at least under Regari.
The thing is, though, I feel like who else, like his replacement is going to be worse anyways. So I feel like for the World Cup, I think you're just going to have to swallow your pride. And like at the end of the day, if it were my national team, I wouldn't care. Like obviously, like I would have a personal grudge against him. But at the end of the day, I want my team to win. And Diaz in the team does increase the probability of my team winning.
So you think Diaz will still play even after missing this penalty?
I think if he doesn't, it's a dumb decision.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, Kabi's just not good. And Morocco need to address this, right? Because I'm sorry, Kabi is not that great. Endaziri is washed. I'm sorry, Endaziri's not good.
He's washed.
Yeah.
He's washed. And I'm looking at Abde. Abde is a really good player. He's really good in terms of dribbling.
He was very good, actually.
He's not a good goal scorer, though. His goal scoring is really bad.
And product lacking.
Yeah. And product is really bad. So that's like Morocco. And I think Matt's is right. Morocco have to address this attack because I do believe Morocco can still have a good World Cup. I just feel like if Morocco need to figure out the striker position, though, because El Kabi, he's hit or a miss. And Endaziri is just beyond wash. So.
Yeah, 80 to add to what you're saying. I think Morocco's, their expectations, they should at least finish second in their group at the World Cup.
Yeah.
Like, they're better than Scotland and Haiti. I think, like, their game against Brazil is probably going to end in a draw, though. I'm thinking, like, Brazil probably win that group on, like, goals scored, though. Because I don't think Morocco's going to beat Haiti or Scotland by as much as, like, Brazil would. Even if Brazil's not at their best now, but yeah.
Yeah, I think for Morocco, as I said, like the thing is, like this Afcon was such a winnable opportunity for them being the host. Because who knows, they're going to get another opportunity to host again in the future. I know there's rumors. I know we were discussing Trinidad when I was discussing that they might host the 2028 Afcon.
I mean, they're about to host the World Cup, so.
Do you think they will? I don't think they will host 2028. I don't think they will.
I don't think their expectations would be to win the World Cup when they host it, though, because that's like a much bigger tournament. The way harder.
Well, they got to win Afcon first.
I mean, what's very interesting as well is that if you look at, we're talking about how bad they were offensively. They weren't good offensively in the World Cup either. The only reason they advanced so far is because they were so difficult to score against.
Yeah, Bono was amazing.
And to be fair, today that was also the case. I mean, Senegal had their chances, but at the end of the day, the game was only won by a very good goal. So I feel like I think for the World Cup, I think as long as they maintain a strong defense, I think they'll have a decent tournament.
Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and look at this.
You wanted to bring me in, did you?
Yeah, Matt. So what do you want to say about Morocco?
Yeah. Well, I thought firstly the penalty was very soft because he went down way too easily. In fact, I'd probably say he dived, given that he went down before the player had his arm on his shoulder. Another thing that's worth remembering is that Diaz missed a penalty against Comoros in the first game of the tournament. So
yeah,
I felt that there was a possibility it might happen. And then I don't know if the fact that actually the physical element is probably just that's a complicated one, so I won't get into that. But something that was discussed during the last World Cup, when it comes to penalties, you should not be doing Panenkas unless you're
very confident
at like the top. At like the top of the game, like a Messi level, or very good at the Panenkas in general. And there were various penalties, including some that Japan took, where they missed because they were trying to do the chip penalties. And this was another case that happened here. And Tita Ness, I'm sorry to bring this up, but Brahim Diaz had a Greninja moment with that penalty.
Yeah, no, but okay. Do you guys think? Okay, I know it's easy to say in hindsight, but do you guys think it was right for him to take the penalty, or do you guys think it should have been someone else?
Someone else.
Who?
No, I think
someone else.
Okay, name the person.
Yeah, someone else.
Okay, name.
That's not a good answer.
Hakimi?
Yeah,
No,
I guess Hakimi makes sense.
Yeah, you asked me who. I said
actually,
someone.
yeah, it does make sense.
I mean, usually you should have your best player take a penalty, no matter what it is.
I mean, big up to my AVI though.
Who is the designated penalty taker from Morocco?
Hakimi.
I'll check.
It's Hakimi.
Who scored? Who took the penalty against Tanzania?
I don't think it was a penalty in that game.
No, they didn't have one.
How many penalties have Morocco had in this tournament?
Well, actually, Morocco's penalty against Comoros was Rahimi opening match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think Morocco had many penalties in the game in this tournament. Oh wait, they had one against Mali and he scored it.
Yeah, Mali, yeah, and Brahim Diaz did score that penalty.
Yeah, but he missed the one against Comoros.
Ability-wise, I suppose it might have made sense, but I think the best taker in that scenario was not only who was good enough, but whose head was in the right state. But even maybe it wasn't. It might not even be a matter of was Diaz the wrong taker. It's also a matter of what he did with the penalty.
Yeah, I feel like him taking the penalty wasn't a bad idea. It was just he got too cocky, too arrogant. That's what I was thinking. He's got too full in himself. That's what was the problem. It's like I don't think him taking the penalty was a problem. I think he just got too arrogant with it.
Because
oh, sorry, what was saying, 10?
It took like nearly 20 minutes from the complaining and the call and all that and the whole situation. 20 minutes we had to wait for a penalty to be taken.
I'm not sure if it was 20.
More, it felt like 5 years. It felt like when was the penalty taken? But in a way, could that have distracted Brahim and the rest of the Morocco team from like what is at stake or what might happen?
Because guys, I'll be honest with you. I like the only ever time I saw players get off the pitch was I think the Ericsson incident. And I think there was a game that Champions League. I think PSG, Başakşehir, I think.
Istanbul.
Yeah. I think sometimes racism incidents do result in players walking off.
Yeah, like those are only
Ericsson to this is fair. Sorry.
No, I'm not trying to compare. I'm just trying to name other examples where I've seen the players walk off the pitch. So okay, let's say you guys were the Senegal players, and let's say the referee gave that. Would you guys be angry and walk off the pitch? Or
of course.
Yeah,
I would walk off the pitch.
And in a way, I'm pretty sure.
I think it's the manager's idea to have them walk off.
But also,
that's a problem.
Is there a little bit of dark art from Senegal to do that? Whereby, in terms of match fitness, 15, 20 minutes, you're not playing football. You're talking, you're standing, you're not actually match fit. Whereas the Senegal players, as long as the penalty is not scored, extra time, and you know how to get things done in the Afcon final because they've won an Afcon before.
Yeah.
In a way, was there a little bit of dark art or dark magic that Senegal, okay, let's test this Morocco mentality, 15, 20 minutes without playing any form of football, just complain. Let's try 15, 20 minutes. Let's see, So I feel like for any Senegalese players, of course, I think like if they're going to walk off, you might as well.
For me, I kind of understand why they walked off because the referee didn't give the referee gave, like we saw earlier, like that wasn't given a goal, and then a push was given a penalty. Like this is a bit unfair. Like where's the fairness, right? Like if you're like for me, like if you're gonna disallow that shouldn't be a pen either.
That would have been so rigged if that penalty had resulted into a goal.
So I just feel like for me, I can understand why the Senegal players did it. I understand why they did. They were frustrated,
But I feel like, at the same time, if you look back at the game, they would have given away the game forfeit for a penalty which was missed anyways.
Yeah. Well, we didn't know that it was going to be missed. I think most of us knew it was going to be. Most of us probably thought it would be scored, And generally, penalties are more likely scored than not scored, So.
I think just the whole build up to that penalty was so anticlimactic for me. Like I thought the guy would probably go in like one direction, like Mendy would have to dive and save it. No, it just goes right down the middle.
Yeah, because guys, I was watching with my family, and my family members were saying, "Oh, he's going to score for sure." I said that he might miss this. He might miss because this would be such a weird way to end this, right? And then when we saw the player miss it, I was laughing my butt off. Like I was like, "Oh my God." I was so surprised. Like it was so funny. I didn't expect to see that at a final. Like that might be one of the worst penalties I've seen in my life. Worst.
I was actually clapping. At first I thought it was actual sportsmanship by Brahim, but yeah, I was like,
that's mad though. That's actually mad. The penalty was so bad, people thought he missed it on purpose. That is mad.
I was like, you know what? Fair play. Initially, obviously, a few minutes later, I was like, okay.
Yeah, and the thing is, guys,
today I feel African.
Guys, let's be real. If the final was won by this penalty, oh man, it would have been such a bad.
Today I feel Senegalese.
Wait, so Tino's
there was so many Qatar comparisons with Morocco.
I think Afcon's reputation, it would have been ruined. I think
Well, to be fair, we did see the Asian Cup final. 3 penalties were given, and the
second. I feel like it was a penalty.
Asian Cup
much better than yesterday.
So yeah. Let's go read some comments.
I mean, I feel like there was a bit of foreshadowing that something like this could have happened, and one example that comes to mind is in the semi-finals there was 2 moments of ball boys stealing towels, being the goalkeeper's towels.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's go read some comments. That's what they are. I said Senegal nearly win. I said it was 2-1, but it was actually 1-0 extra time. I feel like Senegal will be extremely confident in the group of death of the World Cup. Yeah, Senegal are now coming in confidence.
Wait, who are they? Who do they have in that group?
I think it's like France, Norway, and the playoff winner, Iraq, New Caledonia.
Yeah, I don't think.
They have Iraq, Bolivia.
Oh, sorry, Bolivia. Bolivia's right now. Yeah, correct.
Oh, yeah, Bolivia.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, I thought Senegal's probably going to get out of that group, probably second place or third or something. But yeah.
I think third probably.
All right. That 7-year-old will lead the next generation. He has the talent.
Mbaye.
Mbaye.
Oh, Mbaye.
Mbaye, man.
He almost scored the goal of the tournament.
That was great. Someone needs to stop. Somebody to stop these players from falling. That's why the people say who don't want to say scores ladies low. And Spain still has Cucurella low.
Okay.
Well, you can't really say that after the Euros, actually, considering how good he was.
Yeah. Although there was that.
Imagine if they added Jamal to this team.
Yeah. Diaz been doing all that tournament. Yeah, Diaz, Diaz has been very even before this final. Was he he was
playing well.
He was playing well, of the gay community.
Did he score in the penalty shootout against Nigeria?
I think he did.
No.
Oh, he didn't?
No.
Oh, he didn't.
Oh.
Ooh. Of the gay community. Yeah, and Sebastian. I remember you were saying that the interest gay public
comment, man.
What? No. Who?
I'm pretty sure you said this.
About which one?
I mean, it might have been both, or I think you said about just the gay actually.
Yeah.
Okay, you didn't say that about Papa Gay, I think, right?
No. I think Papa Gay is a good player.
Since the World Cup semifinals, standards are kind of too high to be honest. They haven't won anything yet. Let's be real, guys. Ever since the World Cup semifinals, Morocco have been pretty overrated, guys. We have to be real here, guys.
I mean, people are still talking about the semifinal they made 3-4 years ago. My face, but I feel like football moves on, and just like life, So just because they made the semifinal 4 years ago, does that mean they'll make the semifinal this year? Will they make it again in 2030? Will they do it again 34, 38, 42, 46, and all that? I do think football moves on and all that, whereby it's nice to have in isolation, but I feel like you have to carry on. You have to build towards something. And so far, to be honest, right now, that World Cup semifinal is right now really the only thing people will just talk about Morocco and this current generation, because
they're still the second best team in Africa.
Yeah. I still feel like defense. I still feel like they're a very tough team to beat because defensively, I don't think they've gotten any worse defensively. I still think defensively they're really solid. I don't think they'll have as good of a World Cup because I think back then they had a better attack. They had Prime and Nasiri, they had Hakim, so I don't have Ziyech. Sorry, and I'll go forward as well. Ultimately, the reason why they got to the semifinals is their defense. And I still think their defense is just as good.
Yeah, it's very good. Exactly. This is gonna be added to the most iconic football matches in history.
I won't go that.
No.
Like
No, it will only be because of that.
I think in Afcon's history, maybe, but football.
Not in the world. No, not.
Yeah,
in the world.
and also
Definitely not.
time will tell whether we still remember this for long enough.
Yeah, like let's say if Morocco win the next Afcon, will we really care too
Imagine
much?
Diaz scores. Imagine next Afcon penalty shootout. Diaz scores the last one too.
2027 early prediction: Morocco win in Kenya or wherever it is.
The stage 4-3,
Kenya.
the stage 4-3-5-0 say, as an agent, the way we saw, no one wanted Morocco to win it all. It looked like they wanted to win at all costs, even outside of fair play.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah. So, Brian is the Baggio of Africa. Okay, but
You know what? Actually, the funniest one, Brahim, airport to Madrid this way. Airport to Madrid this way.
yeah. But you know what the crazy thing is? Okay, I see where Pookie's coming from, but come on, as a player, no, Baggio is tremendously clear.
No, but I feel like in terms of stories, like best.
Yeah,
player
I know what you mean. I know what Pookie means. Hey, what's up? It was like Morocco against all of Africa.
Honestly, yeah.
And the world.
Yeah, because you know
Africa
what was really interesting? After the semifinal, people were saying like this was an Arab versus Africa. Like there were some people that have saying that stuff. Like Morocco's an Arabic country. They're not really African. There were people saying that stuff.
Yeah, I'm in contact with someone who said that Morocco doesn't feel African to them, and she said it back in 2022.
And
So,
just because a nation speaks Arabic doesn't mean they're not like
I feel like
Africans. Like Sudan, like they speak Arabic there, but they're considered African.
like
Libya, Egypt,
Mauritania as well.
And also, does that logic also apply to Algeria? Had a great tournament as well.
And to be fair, Algerians don't like Morocco at all, so Algeria is celebrating tonight.
That's true. I was looking at Dinami's tweets after the game to see what he'd said.
And guys, for me, I just feel like I think most people didn't want Morocco to win because of the arrogance, because the fans are so arrogant.
Yeah, that was me. Yeah,
the players, and we saw Brian Hughes was arrogant himself. Like even the own players was arrogant. Like that player just wanted to get all the glory for himself. So
even around the time of the World Cup, I was experiencing rabid fans of Morocco.
Yeah, do you guys remember?
Just because I didn't predict them to finish in a certain place.
Yeah, and guys, you guys remember the Moroccan girl after they eliminated Portugal? She went crazy on the internet.
No.
So we eliminated
She can hold
CR7.
She can hold
No, I don't know.
Wait,
who?
Yeah, you guys remember that?
No, I feel like
who are you talking about?
I
wasn't even on Twitter back then.
I remember airport this way after knocking out Spain. So you know what, Brahim Diaz, airport to Spain this way.
Okay, so basically, let me.
That and the where's Messi are the thing I remember the most from the fans that tournament.
Okay, so let me put this in context with Matt. So, Matt, after Morocco eliminated Portugal, there was a Moroccan girl that was going crazy on internet for saying that, Ronaldo's a crybaby, this kind of stuff, and that Morocco's better, CR7 should head that way, and it was just kind of like a meme, basically. And she got a lot of she got a lot of death threats, which I think was a bit too far from the fans. Like, come on.
It was mostly Penaldo fans.
I do have an excuse for not knowing about this. I was. After the game, I had full focus on England versus France.
Yeah.
Before and after.
No, but I think this was like on. I don't remember exactly when this was, but anyways, the point.
It was on the same day.
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about the England France thing, but I'm talking about the fan, her going crazy. I don't remember that was, but
I'm saying I knew nothing about it because after the game ends, my full focus was on England versus France. So that's my excuse for not knowing about it.
Okay. And anyways, the point I'm trying to make here is that most people don't want Morocco to win this because the fans are so arrogant, and that is something that they just, people just don't like, so that's the thing.
This is basically England losing the Euros. That's how the world feels.
Which
Wait,
one?
are
Or
wait,
both?
are you
Yeah,
saying Morocco's
both.
England or Africa?
In a way, actually, yeah, one trophy technically.
I mean,
I did see that comparison not too long
Right?
ago.
The
I think it was
saying
on Michael
Morocco-
Talks Football. Somebody commented that.
I mean,
Yeah, the
but
good
I-
league as well, good like player development. It makes sense. They haven't
Yeah.
won a trophy in years.
I
Okay,
mean,
actually,
both
I
are-
want to hear from Matt as an English person yourself. Do you agree with this comparison, or you think this is totally BS?
Probably yes and no.
I mean, both lost finals at home.
Yeah, true. Although
I
England
think-
did lose on pens.
I mean, I think both our nations are very good in their own rights, but fall short in the final hurdle. I think that's the best way to compare them.
Yeah. I thought someone, what is the mental state of Morocco's team right now? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, how is Morocco going to head into the World Cup now? Because Morocco must feel defeated. They must feel like.
I mean, Brahim Diaz is probably sitting alone right now on the bus.
Yeah, and honestly, okay. If you're the Moroccan, sorry.
I'm sure they'll feel better about their situation when the World Cup rolls around.
So
and maybe if they beat Brazil, maybe people will forget about it.
okay, but do you guys think?
I think come the time of the World Cup, they'll be more thinking about the here and now.
So you guys don't think the Afcon will affect their state of the World Cup at all, right?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. I think only if the manager leaves, but I think the manager will stay.
I think at least it'll humble them, not winning this.
Well, and also they're expected to beat Scotland and Haiti anyway, and not expected to beat Brazil. And by the time they get to the knockouts, the Afcon one will be a distant past.
Yeah.
Whether it was the right decision or not. Yeah, whether it was the right decision or not, it feels like Senegal did their dark arts in Morocco, so Senegal did their dark arts.
And Morocco didn't adapt to it, didn't get themselves ready.
Senegal players didn't even react to the pen being saved as well. Only the goalkeeper did. The sage. That's how it goes when being good at someone. Now clown Brahim again would be pretty stupid. Senegal also felt they were done bad by the organizers.
Yeah, that's true. They had there was a security and training problem that they had.
Yeah. It should be synonym. That's a girl. People are too harsh. Yeah, be too harsh. Okay, so now let's go ahead and round things up. So we're going to talk about this Afcon as a whole. So the Afcon has just finished, guys. So how would you guys say this Afcon has been from start to finish, and what's been like the best Afcon ever? I'm going to go first. I'm just going to compare the 2014 formats. And the 2014 formats, I do feel like this Afcon wasn't as great as I was hoping it to be. It wasn't a bad one per se. I think I'll say this is probably, in the terms of 2014 format, I think this is probably the second best, I'll probably say. Because I feel like the final itself kind of was interesting in a way. So, because I will say, in terms of Afcon finals, I think this is probably one of the better ones I've seen. So, yeah, I'm going to say my rankings are 2023 first. I'll say this one second. I guess 2019 third, and for me, bottom was 2021. For me, that's how I feel. So, yeah, and then best Afcon ever. I haven't watched a lot of Afcon, so I can't really comment on that. So, I'll let you guys comment on that. But so T-Ness, I know you haven't really watched Afcons too much, so maybe you're probably not the right person to ask. But did you enjoy this Afcon final in particular?
I mean, honestly, for most of the tournament, I was just keeping an eye on match time players, and Ahmad had a very good tournament, and Bloom had a good tournament. Mizrabi made a lot of final. And the final itself was very entertaining. So, I mean, yeah, overall, I'm happy.
Yeah. Okay, and before we get to Matt, would you guys say this is the best Afcon final you guys have watched?
Most.
No. I will always have one match, which I'll talk when I say.
Okay, so Matt, how do you feel about this Afcon as a whole?
It got ropey at times. I mean, kind of around. There was a point where I kind of lost interest and didn't watch many of the games, but and you did have you had Tanzania getting through with terrorism football with just 2 points. I think that held back the tournament. There was another. I think there's another team that went through on 2 points as well. But
no, I think it's also only one.
Okay, but I think later in the tournament, once we got to the quarterfinals, every team was there. It felt like a merit. It wasn't like one team had fluked their way and then got absolutely schooled, like in the case with Mauritania and Namibia in the last Afcon when they got to the knockouts. But I think it's come to a good end with this final, and you had the best two teams in Africa in that final. And yes, certainly 2021 was the weakest of the 2014 Afcons. Even though I think this ended in some good fashion, I think it probably had more boring moments than the previous Afcon, even though I think it was carried by the group stage and Ivory Coast's story. And then I would say the 2019 was the best Afcon, even though the final was uneventful after the first goal. I think it had a good balance of upsets, quality teams going far, and even some controversial drama, like in the Ghana-Tunisia game where a dodgy disallowed goal came about. Then I don't think I watched the Afcon where Cameroon beat Egypt in the final. I don't really remember much about the South Africa 2012 or 13 Afcon where apart from the fact that South Africa went out on penalties to Mali and that Nigeria won in the final against Burkina Faso. My first Afcon was that one that Zambia won. So it's probably either the Zambia one or the Algeria win in 2019 in Egypt.
Yeah. I will say, like, in terms of 2014 format, I think this might be the best one, I would say, in terms of those finals.
Oh, yeah.
In terms of 2014, so maybe I should rephrase. So modern era, like 24, basically since the 2019 edition, I'll probably say. All right, so let me get Armin, man. So Armin, man, how do you feel about this Afcon as a whole?
This is like my only like third Afcon that I've watched. I mean, when I like compared it to like the last one, I was a little bummed at first that we weren't getting like a lot of like underdog nations qualifying. Like it was like the most by the book Afcon. Like a lot of the best teams made the knockouts. But I guess that's a testament of like how good like these teams are, like quality wise, like players and everything else. And football wise, I mean, I think the part where Matt said like where he kind of lost interest was probably like the second round of like games in the group stage, because there were a lot of like low scoring games around then. And I regret watching Comoros versus Mali. It was a horrible game to watch. And the fact that Mali finished like second in their group on 3 points was crazy. But apart from that, all the like good teams played really well in this tournament, I thought. And I thought even in like Group F, like we all thought Cameroon wouldn't do well, but they did really well. Like if you consider like the circumstances that are like coming into this tournament, I thought like the teams in that like group were fine. And like Nigeria, I feel like if they won this tournament, they could have like, I guess like put to like bed any like doubts about, hey, maybe like the reason they missed out on like World Cup qualifying was because it was too hard. Like their manager is actually very good, but they missed out. Like he showed up when it was too late for Nigeria, and that's why they're
yeah, that's true.
But obviously, like the final, like it makes sense for the two best teams in the continent to be there. Like they deserve it. Like even like looking at how they played throughout the tournament, it's not like they fluked their way to the final at all. They both played really well in their games. They controlled great like moments of it, and like they had like better like quality compared to like the teams they were playing against. So I wouldn't say like either of these teams were undeserving in making the knockouts. So I think compared to like going back to like how I started, of the 3 Afcons I watched, this is probably like the best one in terms of quality, but in terms of like storylines and stuff, probably the second best, because I thought the last 2023 edition was good. 2021 was just very lackluster. Like the way it started off, every team was just only winning 1-0, but yeah.
Yeah. All right, and then Tenerife, man. How do you feel? How do you feel? How do you feel?
I mean, I've started watching Afcon since 2012. It kind of shows my age a bit, but in terms of the you could say the 24 teams format, I would probably say storylines probably the worst, honestly. I look, it's nice to have all the quality teams in it, but for me, tournament football, you need those surprises. I can't think of one game that was a surprise, really. Is Mozambique beating Gabon a surprise? Like,
what about Sudan? What about Sudan?
What, beating Equatorial Guinea? I guess. I think Sudan 2012. I'd say Sudan 2012 was a much more better achievement that they did.
That's true.
Yeah.
So they were probably a better team back then.
Yeah, but I feel like this Afcon, the 24 teams, like which one I enjoyed, it has to be the one just 2 years ago or so.
Yeah, the last edition.
I think that was a perfect tournament, not being the big teams getting out eliminated in the group stage, and then you had the champions getting eliminated by the host that lost 4-0 the other day, and that sort of storyline.
Yeah,
I think in terms of storylines that clashed in that previous Afcon, I think that was my favorite. But I will still say my best. There are 2 finals I still think they are better than this final from the ones I've watched. I know it was goalless, but I still 2012 still is probably like just how it was. I think it's still one of, even though it was 0-0, but the fact that it was won by Zambia.
And you had Drogba missing a penalty in normal time.
Yeah. Yes. So I think that sort of storyline and what happened to the Zambia team, 20 years back? So 30 years or so ago? The plane crash near Gabon, ended up winning the Afcon in Gabon. So I'll still say that's probably my favorite. And 2017, Abubakar, the GOAT, So
actually, to be fair, 2017 was good. 2017 was a good one, to be fair.
I'll say the final was good. The tournament, meh. 2015 was shit. 2013 was okay. Honestly, 2013 was really just Burkina Faso, that whole tournament. 2012, I'll say 2012 and the previous Afcon where Ivory Coast won. In terms of storylines, those are the 2 tournaments that actually had the best storylines. The Zambia one and the Ivory Coast this past edition. Those were the 2 best Afcons in terms of storyline.
And they both had the same manager.
Yes.
The winning teams.
Also, can I just point out, Morocco won the Fair Play Award.
Yeah, I noticed that as well. I was like,
Bro, that's like Donald Trump winning the fucking Peace Prize at the
True.
But he didn't deserve it. So.
Okay, guys, let's not get political here.
Noted it was the FIFA Prize Award because the
first probably only prize too.
The Nobel Prize went to some female.
Okay, guys. So Sebastian, round us off here.
I mean, I haven't really watched a lot of Afcons recent years, but I kind of watch here and there. 2017 and 2023 was probably my favorites. I mean, that I watch.
You know, I should actually do a video on this.
This one is up there in terms of.
Yeah, guys.
I actually was hyped watching this tournament.
Yeah, maybe I'll do a video on this. Maybe I'll rank the Afcons in detail because obviously it's kind of hard to do on stream because we're kind of limited for time. But maybe I'll do a video on this in a few weeks. The Afcons I watched in the 2014 format. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do a video on that in the future. But yeah, I mean, in terms of
this topic could have done with its own debate stream.
True.
Yeah, or maybe a video. We'll see. But I like okay. So guys, so in terms of final, let's just talk about the final now itself. Would you guys say in terms of finals, where? Because I will say, I think in terms of the 2014, I'm just going to talk for the 2014 format finals. I feel like this final might be the best.
Out of the four of them, yes.
I feel like in terms of entertainment, probably.
Yeah, I guess, but I kind of liked the Cote d'Ivoire one last time, and we got 3 goals in that.
Yeah, and Ivory Coast did a comeback. That's probably the second best. I'll say. I'll probably say.
Because I still think that the whole, whatever happened with the penalty today and all that, I think that kind of overshadowed what I think about this Afcon. And to be honest, pre-tournament of this Afcon, I was a bit hyped. Post-Afcon and all, to be honest, I was left disappointed with how this Afcon went in terms of like how it played out. Like,
yeah. Yeah. So,
I'm considering on going to the next Afcon.
Ooh. Yeah, Michael talks football. He went to the Afcon, guys. So, shout out to him.
Like, although he only went there for a few days during the knockouts.
He went for 2 games, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, at least it's better than none.
Yeah. It's worth putting into perspective.
At least he has been to more Afcon games this year than Ghana have.
True.
Wow. All right, guys, let's look at the finals. So we're going to look at the finals. So Senegal won, obviously 1-0. Ivory Coast 2-1 against Nigeria. I mean, for me, this final, it was a good final, I suppose. I just feel like for me, this final wasn't that great because Nigeria basically parked the bus after scoring, basically. So, yeah. I mean, it was kind of nice. The Hollow story was kind of nice. Nice. As well.
And also, who scored the winner for Ivory Coast? Player Leganes. What's his name? The West Ham guy.
Yeah, I think Haller did.
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, Sebastian Haller. And
yeah,
was it just after he got the whole treatment of cancer? So I still think that's also a good story.
Yeah, Senegal 0, Egypt 0. I
remember that was Mane against Salah. Basically.
That was Salah's time. Oh.
That was Salah with the lasers.
No, that was in the World Cup.
Yeah, he's right about that. That was in the World Cup.
Guys, I'll be really honest with you guys. That final was not a good final. That was not a good final.
The only other thing it did have was that Egypt's second choice goalkeeper saved a penalty in normal time.
Oh yeah.
I feel like the ending was probably good, but the actual final itself was not good.
Yeah, was that the tournament of Gabatsky, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
Algeria won, Senegal 0. This was not a good final.
By the way,
it was an anticlimactic end to what was a very good tournament.
And the goal just was like looking at like the replay of that goal was so weird because it gets deflected off the guy's leg and it looked like it went in slow motion and like the goalie didn't even try to save it.
Yeah, Cameroon 2, Egypt 1. There was this one.
Last minute winner, somewhat.
Yeah, actually, you know what? This was a good final. Actually, this was a good final.
17, and that was I think probably, to be honest, Salah's best Afcon ever. Actually, I think this was Salah's best Afcon.
Well, if you look from a statistics point of view, this was his best Afcon in terms of goals because he scored 4 goals in this Afcon.
Yeah.
So actually, you know what? This might be the best one, guys. This final was crazy. The Abubakar banger and the 88th minute.
Yeah. It's like the perfect sort of final, you could say.
Ivory Coast 0, Ghana 0.
Yeah. Nice storyline with Drogba and that generation.
No, I don't think Drogba won this Afcon. I don't think he was part of the team.
A lot of these finals are just
were the Torre brothers part of that team?
Yeah, the Torre brothers.
Yeah, Drogba did.
Yeah, Torre was captain, in fact.
So.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Let's see. So then 2013, Nigeria won 1-0.
Yeah, that was the Zambia one's still probably my favorite, despite the new.
Egypt, the three-peat Egypt team, the Tunisia, then Cameroon. Cameroon.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try with the ones.
No, we had a
dinosaur.
Bro, we had a penalty shot that went 11-10.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Before any of us would assume would win.
So, yeah. Well, this is the highest scoring final, though, I think. Ethiopia 4, Arab Republic 2, which is basically Egypt, by the way.
Yeah, that was Egypt and Syria. They're united for a brief moment.
Yeah. So, yeah. Let's see. Let's go to other awards real quick. And then we're going to look back at my predictions. We're going to look back at my predictions and see how it aged. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that. And then I guess we'll wrap it up. So as you can see, top score was actually, let's go with the goals, guys. So 121 goals this edition. We had 1.3 million people attend the games in total. 2023, we had a 1.1 million, 119 goals scored. 2019, 2021, 100 goals scored. Attendance was not recorded this year.
That was the pandemic year.
Oh, yeah. So, okay.
I mean, they had attendance in the stadiums, but there weren't that many people there. So they still had COVID restrictions.
Okay, so we're not going to look at the attendance there. Goals scored, let's see that one. That was 100 goals. And the 2019
102.
And attendance was 943,000. So in terms of attendance, this was actually the most attended Afcon, at least in the 2014 format. And had the most goals too. So
actually, more goals than the Euros in Germany, actually.
What?
Yeah, we only had 117.
Wow. All right.
There also less own goals in this tournament than the Euros.
Yes. Yeah. Best player, Sadio Mane. What do you guys think? Do you guys think he deserved the best player award?
Yes.
He did score in that semifinal, and what he did.
And he's the reason the game kept on going in the final.
Yes. Best goalkeeper, Bono. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, they didn't concede many goals. I think they only conceded 2 in the whole tournament.
Yeah. Also, by the way, he had a very good game today as well.
Yeah, Bono was beast mode.
And that goal, there's not much he could have done about it.
No.
That was a really good.
Guys, I'm being serious. No keeper saving that. I don't care. Even Neuer, prime Neuer, I don't think saves that. It went
top bins is really hard to save.
Top right corner, that is unbelievable.
I think it went off the crossbar too.
Yeah,
that is unbelievable. That's unbelievable. Right, and fair play award, Morocco won it. I believe this was given by the least yellow cards. I think this is how they determined it, because otherwise, I don't see how else they would have won this. So
maybe a last minute decision in normal time had something to do with that.
Yeah, but yeah. Anyways, let's go look at my predictions. So let me see if I can pull up my predictions thing here. So
we can look at these shocking predictions.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that, guys. So
it could have been worse. Could have been like me and Matt, Tunisia. Woo!
I told you they were food. They were food. I told you they were food.
All right, to be fair, Sebastian was right about Tunisia.
It's food, man.
Yeah.
And by the way, I'm done with Tunisia, by the way, guys. Just so you guys know.
Good they did. Good that you listened to me, by the way. Good.
Yeah.
Watching.
Also worth noting that if Sweden do qualify for the World Cup, they'll get to face Tunisia.
I'm sorry. We're cooking them.
All right.
Bro, they're food, man. They're food. I'm sorry.
Man, you know really funny, guys? Imagine Tunisia actually does well in the World Cup after doing so bad in the Afcon.
But if they actually do, that would piss me off.
All right, so let's go look at this. I think some of my bracket might have been wrong, so we're gonna also check that.
Some of your predictions were horrific, by the way.
I only got 2 group standings right out in semi international football groups contest. I think I only got 2 groups.
Okay, so guys, Group A, perfect start, 4 out of 4. boy.
Sort of.
But you had Comoros advancing, and they didn't.
I mean, it was a very yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't have Okay, yeah, you're right.
But you still got the standings right, so gotta give you credit for that.
All right. And then I had this one wrong. Now I will admit, maybe that. Okay, guys, we have to be real, guys. That Egypt South Africa game was controversial.
Yeah, it was.
Maybe they should have got this group right. By the way.
So
I don't think that penalty was an obvious mistake.
The game wasn't even that good. Barring that whole thing.
Days.
But he got that advantage.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Frauds.
They were one penalty.
So bad.
They were one penalty away from going through.
They're fucking frauds. They let me.
You know what's funny? I didn't even watch the full Uganda-Tunisia game. I just saw the highlights of it, or like Tanzania. They didn't even show the missed penalty in that. Well, it must have been that bad.
Not to take it. He would score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Basically.
Group D. Why is this still buffering?
Just keep on going.
The video, the internet knows. AD made the terrible predictions after that, so 80%. Yeah, I'm out of here.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can remember Group D. I think Group D I predicted. I think I got this one right. I'm pretty sure. I think I predicted Senegal first, DR Congo second, Benin third, Botswana last. I'm pretty sure I got that one
Yeah, I
right.
think so.
Hey. Oh, I skipped a Group E.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Group D was pretty easy.
That was a very predictable group.
E. All right. And this one, okay. I got the third, fourth wrong. And by the way, this is the first time Equatorial Guinea got grouped ever in Afcon. So.
By the way, I called the Sudan fraud. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was after they were trash.
Oh.
How did you have Cameroon third?
To be fair, I had Cameroon third as well.
Yeah, so did I, but I had them like making the knockouts. I had them going out round of 16. They went out.
Cameroon fourth. Woo!
Dang, we all underestimate Cameroon.
Well, to be fair, they were a good surprise.
Yeah.
Well, not really a surprise.
Yeah. By the way, I'm done with Gabon, guys. I'm done with the Gabon national team.
The funniest thing is how FAO reacted after
they got
went out.
sanctioned, right? They got sanctioned.
Yeah, they're done.
I mean, they're done as well, AD, so you're not alone on that.
They weren't even that bad, and the FA's like, no, disband the FA. We're done.
Okay, so we got
football thing again.
Okay, so basically Somali, Tunisia, that was I got that one right, so obviously that one. Okay, I made a mistake here, guys. It was supposed to be Senegal versus they ended up playing against Sudan. So yeah, let's just see which. So I basically called this one right. I called Algeria, DR Congo right, and I think it was only two. And Ivory Coast also.
I mean, Senegal Benin was a group stage game.
Yeah, that was really stupid for me. I should have. I don't know why I was thinking there, but Mali, Tunisia. So basically, I got three matches. So 3 matches correct. The quarterfinals. Let's see what I called.
Yeah, the fact that you picked Tunisia in a semifinal.
Yeah. So Tunisia, Senegal. The Egypt, Nigeria didn't call. South Africa, Ivory Coast, Morocco, DR Congo. Yeah, I don't think I got any of these right. And then this is where I made a mistake, guys. I had Tunisia, Nigeria again, which was that was supposed to happen.
Horrific.
Oh god, I was waiting to summarize. Oh god,
you were overhyping Tunisia, man.
Yeah, and then basically, Tunisia, Morocco, and then I had Morocco to win. So,
underestimated Egypt.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine those people who had Tunisia in the final. Like, what were you smoking? Like, seriously.
Yeah. Okay, I wanted to pick 2 North African teams, but I felt like it was gonna be a surprise one. So.
But Tunisia, seriously.
Yeah.
It was a matter of getting first or bust.
I had Tunisia going out in the quarterfinals, so I had them beating like Nigeria in the group stage, like finishing above them.
Me
Okay.
too.
Okay, guys, let's reflect our group stage predictions. So overall, my predictions were bust. I'm an idiot. At least I got one of the finalists right, so I guess I can give myself some partial points there.
Yay.
Yeah, TJ, I don't think you made any predictions, right?
I mean, I thought Morocco would win, but I was wrong.
Okay.
I'm really good.
Yeah, Matt, you had Senegal to no, actually, you had Tunisia to win. You had Senegal in your final, right? You had Tunisia. Senegal
Yeah,
your
I
final?
did.
Okay, so
My predictions are out there on Sami Kiani's prediction contest.
okay, I guess we can. Actually, no, let's just react to everyone's predictions. I guess why the heck not? Well, we did mine, so we might as well do everyone. So, can you, Matt, can you send the link here in the chat so we can react to it? Let's see if we can find.
I thought I did not.
I don't know if I can do it without. Or I suppose what I should do is DM you on Twitter and then.
Wait, let me see. I might be able to find.
Okay.
I might be able to. So we're gonna look at everyone's predictions, and then we're gonna wrap it up, I guess. And then actually, you know, I should look back at the video. Let me see if people predicted stuff in the comments. Did anyone did?
Thank God I did not put any predictions. Thank God I kept it to myself.
All right, let me see. Did anyone predict any predictions I might have? Did anyone send any predictions or comments?
AD, how do you want me to share my predictions with you?
Oh, you can share your screen, right?
I think so. Yeah, I can.
Okay, if you can share, then share, and otherwise, if not, then you can send a private chat. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go to.
No, I'm gonna be honest. Who I predicted to win this? I predicted Nigeria to win it.
Okay, do you see this?
Yeah.
So these are the teams I predicted. I was wrong with DR Congo and stuff, but yeah.
Okay. Hey, you called the Morocco Senegal final.
Yeah, I got that right. But South Africa, I got completely wrong. DR Congo was no.
I do feel like South Africa, if they had topped the group, like Egypt, I think they could have made third place.
Yeah. Oh, and also with Group C, I had Uganda beating Nigeria on the last day and finishing above them on head-to-head. And Nigeria out in the round of 16 and Uganda in the quarterfinals.
I changed my prediction from a draw to Uganda beating Nigeria when they had to win.
I'm just gonna be honest. I thought Uganda would get second, but only based on a few things.
Okay, let's see.
I have third with 4 points.
Any dubs for you, man? Do you get any matches right?
Matches? I did, but I don't know how exactly I can pull those up. I had a lot of replies since then, but yeah.
Oh, you know what? Just find my reply as well there.
Should I stop sharing my screen right now?
Yeah.
Right.
Reply is probably there as well.
All right, so let's go look at Tenedine's predictions. I did see Tenedine's here.
Uganda pissed me off, honestly.
All right. So, okay.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, so Morocco, Mali, Egypt, Angola. Bro, yeah, I saw that we're third.
Oh yeah, that was prediction.
Yeah,
you know what?
Every game in that group ending in a draw.
You know what pissed me off?
Why not?
It pissed me off that
You had Uganda topping the group. Dude, I know a United fan who's Ugandan. Every game he was just accept that, okay, we're getting cooked today before the ball is even played.
Jeez, I put at least. I did not put Uganda.
So Tunisia didn't make the quarters. DR Congo didn't make the quarters. Burkina Faso didn't make the quarters. Egypt did. Morocco did. Gabon didn't make the quarters. South Africa didn't make the quarters. Senegal made the quarters.
I don't understand how people hyped up Tunisia that much. What was the reason, honestly?
No.
Honestly, I don't think they're good.
I didn't even notice that. Dude, you had Cameroon getting 1 point.
I mean, they were pretty fraudulent beforehand.
To be fair, my only good one is Morocco
losing the final.
And Equatorial Guinea getting grouped. That's really my only good ones.
Yeah, those are your two tops.
Yeah.
Wow. You called Tunisia Mali. You had that match. You had Burkina Faso Ivory Coast. And yeah, that's about it. Oh yeah, you have Morocco.
What pisses me off only is that Tunisia. Like, why?
Okay, at least I didn't call Tunisia to win the Afcon.
Yeah, if you did, I would have been angry. At least I can be semi-angry on this one. But I know 10 don't get things right sometimes. Only a few things.
Yeah. All right, let's see if I can pull Matt's. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, so we got Tunisia, Senegal. Okay, at least you got Senegal in the final. Morocco, third. Ivory Coast, fourth. Quarterfinals. Okay, you got Nigeria, right? You got Senegal. South Africa, wrong. Ivory Coast.
Everyone really overestimated Uganda.
I mean, they were garbage.
It also doesn't help that Michael Talks Football is kind of hyping them up, I think, a little bit.
Prick, absolutely.
I kind of fell for it a little bit.
I mean, their World Cup, the second half of their World Cup campaign was justifiable.
And yeah, they weren't too far off from like making the best second place teams.
Yeah. Also,
against Algeria, they messed it up.
Like one of their best players also came from a 1 month injury. So,
and given that Tanzania got to the knockouts with just 2 draws, all Uganda needed to do was score that penalty against them.
Yeah.
But they scored against Nigeria.
So yeah, basically all of our predictions were bust. I don't think anyone really. I think the only. Yeah, basically the only one that got a dub here was probably what's it called Brandon. He was the only one that called the Senegal to win of us 7.
Senegal was my second pick, so I'm definitely not surprised at all.
But I had Morocco winning because they were hosts. Otherwise, if it was another team that was in that final, I would have had Senegal winning it.
It would.
Man, I was just saying that. Yeah.
That Tunisia pick was still be in my head until the World Cup.
But guys, man, you know what the crazy thing is? I had a feeling Morocco Senegal, but I just didn't want to go. I just felt it was too obvious. That's why I didn't want to go with that. That's why I didn't predict that. But
whoever predicts Tunisia to do something in the World Cup, you are a psychopath.
Have you seen that?
You psychopath! I swear, if Sweden gets to that World Cup, I promise you 10 will predict Tunisia.
Yeah, I will.
No, because
you're a fraud.
Because guys, excuse me, because with the Afcon, usually the 2 best teams and usually the 2 highest ranked teams don't make the final. Usually it doesn't happen. Usually get one or neither, right? So this was kind of like a rarity for the Afcon to get like the 2 best to make the final. Like usually it doesn't happen. So
yeah, I mean, some people were psychopaths and predicted Tunisia to make the final, which is crazy. But
even the last Asian Cup final didn't have the best teams in there.
Yeah, most people probably thought it was Japan, South Korea, and guess what? It didn't happen.
Sure.
Yeah, it was Jordan, Qatar was what they got.
Yeah, respect Jordan.
No, but like the point I'm trying to make here is, do you guys agree with me that usually the best 2 teams don't usually make the final?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except if you are France, Argentina from the last.
I say usually, okay? Usually don't, okay?
Yeah, I said.
Okay. All right.
I'm not sure South Korea were one of the best teams back then.
Well, Japan was definitely best. I think.
Oh, yeah.
The raps got worse the deeper the tournament got. Wasn't bad at the start. I remember that Abubakar bang at the 2017 final.
Yeah,
that was a great goal. 2015 final was good, though. No Trinidad.
No.
I enjoyed 2015 final, man. Low. I predicted Senegal got 3rd and Morocco to win. That was a soft win, though. All right. He said the Mediterranean Sea or something like that. I was harsh Nigeria in my predictions just because they didn't make the World Cup. I don't rate the Tunisians, but I think I had to make the semis low, mostly because of
If you don't rate the team, I don't get it. If people don't rate the team, why are you predicting them to win this whole shit?
No, he didn't predict them to win. It's because of route. Because the thing is, like, people don't realize it's not really about how good the team is. It's about matchups. Matchups is really
good. And also, they were a very good defensive team going into the tournament, and they've given a good game to Brazil.
Mostly goes route. I had Ivory Coast in final. So there we go. So, anyways, to wrap things up here, guys. So this was the Afcon 2025, guys. What a tournament it's been. I'll be doing my video a couple of days. We're gonna be ranking all the teams at Afcon from worst to best. And then maybe in the future, maybe I'll rank the two. Maybe I'll rewatch some of the Afcons, then maybe make a video on how I feel about the Afcons 2014 format. Maybe we'll see. But yeah, anything you guys have to round up before we round off, guys?
Yeah, Tunisia are fucking crap.
Justice was served in the final.
Yes, and the football got saved.
All right. All right, so I guess that was it for you guys. So, guys, next time we're going to be here, guys. We're back for the Champions League.
No, not Sue. He doesn't play in the UCL.
And then you're opening up.
No, hold on. I have the perfect picture for all the tears of Barcelona fans. Yay.
What?
I have the perfect picture here.
We're talking about Afcon. We're not talking about club football, just so you know.
No, you said Champions League.
Yeah, because that's the next stream. That's going to be the next stream on the schedule.
Yeah, I know. And then I showed you a picture of a Champions League winner.
Oh, come on, Marseille.
What the
So.
No. Those drug dealers, no.
All right. Okay, before round off, I do have one last question. I do want to ask this real quick before round off. Is it over for Salah?
Yes.
How old is he?
See you at Anfield.
Mane has 2 Afcons over him now.
I mean, I feel bad. Like, it was to the Salah, obviously, he's the owner of Manchester United. Same with Sadio Mane. But
I don't know about Sadio Mane.
Respect Sadio Mane. 2 Afcon.
I just... Okay, anyways, just continue.
But, I mean, is it over for Salah? I'm not sure. Like, because there's been rumors that people put up fake rumors about Salah gonna leave the national team, and then some people close to the national team said he wasn't gonna retire. But I don't know. Hopefully he doesn't retire. Hopefully he goes for next year, because it's basically next year. But I mean, Sadio Mane won 2 Afcons. He should be happy, I guess. Just to go to Saudi and deliver Ronaldo league title now.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I think that's gonna be pretty much be it.
And Tunisia are frauds.
Okay. So I think we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Remember, guys, to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out, and check out Tenadine's channel, which he did a lot of watch longs for this tournament. And check out English Rio and Porto. And check out TTN's channel, check out Sebastian's channel, check out Armand, check out everyone's channel. That are on this channel.
Whatever.
Yeah, check out everyone. I might come back soon.
I think you can look at my posts on X, International Football Guru. I've had decent predictions, but obviously not the best. I mean, we saw my Afcon one.
Yeah, let's see everyone's prediction when it comes to the big one this year.
So, all right. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.
Yeah.